Next, let's have the key aspect of globalization. So, globalization features the following. First, the spread of communication production and connection technologies throughout the world. The increase of communication globally with the use of technologies aided globalization. Communication between countries, groups, and community become possible through technology which facilitates effortless exchange of negotiations across borders which give way to more chances of opportunities and development process in different vectors. Due to communication technology, we make transactions faster and in easier way. Second, globalization also features the increase of connectivity across the entire world of economic and cultural life. This activity increases interactions between different regions and population around the globe. There is development of trade system within transnational actors such as corporations or NGOs. Additionally, it also increased connections in terms of cultural life as we try to adapt principles, beliefs, and customs of other nations. For example, the traditions like Black Friday in the US, the Brazilian Carnival, or the Indian Holi Festival. They all were originally created following their country's local traditions and beliefs, but as the world got to know them, they are now common traditions in other countries too. Another example is the trading of commodities such as coffee. Coffee is said to be originally from Ethiopia and consumed in Arabid region. Nonetheless, due to commercial trades after the 11th century, it is nowadays known as globally consumed commodity. Commodity it is the tangible goods that can be bought and sold or exchanged for products of similar value. The third is globalization also features the strange force to the level globalization caused by communication and exchange rate, the complexity and size of the networks involved, the volume of trade, the interaction, and the rest. So there is a strange force to the word or to the level globalization. It is due to communication uh, dahil sa pakikipagkomunikasyon ng iba't ibang bansa sa buong mundo ay nagkakaroon ng iba pang label ang globalization. Dahil rin sa exchange rate at complexity and the size ng mga involved sa mga different transactions to increase the economic status or development of different country or each country. The fourth is globalization features the spread of ideas, practices, and technology, which is little more than internalization, wherein internalization it means the increasing interwoveness or the inseparable connection of national economies, international trade, and nation state and universalization. But simply not modernization or westernization, wherein it means the westernization, wherein there are adoptions of practices and culture of Europe by societies and countries in other parts of the world. So undoubtedly, it is much more than market liberalization. In market liberalization, there is reductions in restriction on international trade and capital, wherein the underlying goal of economic or market liberalization is to boost economic growth and efficiency. The fifth is globalization features the five vectors that act on human society that influence the development of human society both locally, regionally, and internationally, such the economic vector, the military vector, political vector, religious vector, and cultural vector. So let's have first the economic vector. So in economic vector, it is the main drive of globalization. So people to people, country to country, they negotiate and they connect with the other world to boost economic status. Next, let's have the military vector, wherein it implies firmer integrations of armed forces around the world into the global military system. Globalization also features political vector, wherein in politics is also a vector in a globalized world. So it covers the national policies that brings countries together. So there are organizations such as the UN or the Nations are part of the political globalization effort. We also have the religious vector, and then the cultural vector. So in cultural vector, through globalization, it causes culture to converge, such as being a fan of K-pop groups such Blackpink, the BTS, and for loving different movies from different countries such Bollywood, Hollywood, and so much more. And number six is the increase of economic science. So today, the most advanced economies in terms of technology are really based on science or knowledge. This increase is so-called economic science, which means that economies were challenged to look beyond labor and capital as key factors of production. You probably heard someone says money can run the world. So in economic science, every individual or the whole group rather is challenged to look beyond labor and capital as key factors of production. What else can replace them? It is the presence of technologies and internet. 7. Globalization features technology as the third factor in driving the economy, with the fusion of science and global finance that form a force together leading the economies, which is it is according to Paul Romer and others. And this number, so the globalization features technology as the third factor in driving the economy. The fusion of technology, science, and global finance increases and enhances the five vectors, which are the economics, military, political, religious, and cultural status. So last is according to Charles Leadbeater, there's a need to recognize that the successful economic knowledge must be addressed and democratically in terms of spread. We should create an open society, questioning, challenging, and ambitious. So, like Charles Leadbeater said and argued for the need to innovate, so it is not just an innovation as the key to have a successful economic knowledge, but also we need to recognize to address this economic knowledge democratically. So we should create an open society wherein everybody can join, everybody can question, everyone is challenged and ambitious to have a better economic status to all uh, to the whole world. So that's all, and thank you for listening.